Hi everyone. So in the last video we have had a look or beginning of functions, why functions is needed. So in this today video, before we get into the functions, I will explain you a little more so that you can have a full idea of the functions, right? Or in some other language also called methods, similar thing, right? Somewhat similar thing. So if you understand this, you can use it or you can understand it anywhere, right? So we talked about blink, digital write in the last video. If you don't remember, you can go and check the last video. Delay, and again a digital write and a delay, right? and then we packed all these four lines into, we talked about packing it into one function and calling the function simply without writing all the four lines always, right? Without calling all the four lines always, you can simply call the function. So if you think about a real example, let's say when you are a kid, your mom wants you to clean the room. Okay, so what does she do is she doesn't come and tell you clean the room, but what she does is she's telling you step by step. Okay, so she's telling you, okay boy, sweep the floor, okay, and keep the books inside the cupboard. Yes or no? Yes. So you will do it. Then your mom will come and tell you, okay, everything is fine, fold your dresses. Okay, you will do it. Then she will say, make your bed. Okay, make your bed. Okay, and if there's anything else, she will tell that also. You will do step by step. Okay, so while this is being the way it is, with time, right? When few days are going, you will understand what is this is what called cleaning the room. Okay, this is what called cleaning the room. So you'll understand that. Okay, cleaning the room. So once you understand that, okay, what actually you have done is, in the concept of cleaning the room, in the name of cleaning the room, you have understood you have to do all these four steps. Okay, you have to do all these four steps. Okay, so I'm roughly talking about that just for you to get the idea. So once you understand that, what your mom will do is she will not come again and tell you the steps one by one. Instead, what she will do is she will come and tell you clean the room. And then in your mind, you have packed all these four steps in the name of cleaning the room. So you will simply unpack all the first four steps and you will do all the four steps one by one. Okay, so she just have to come and tell, okay boy, clean the room, and you will do, because it is in your mind. So you have packed those four steps in your mind, or your mother has done that, right? Packed the four steps in your mind, simply talking. So in a point of view, it is like our digital write delay. So we have packed all these steps into a single word, a function name, and we call the function. So such a similar thing is happening, right? So now from this real world example, I think you might have got some idea from one point of view, what does a function mean. So your mother doesn't have to come and tell you the same thing every day. She will come tell every day, clean the room, and you know what is supposed to be done, right? So that is the exact purpose of the function. So that has to be brought to a separate place in your mind, and you remember it. And whenever the keyword is called, the name is called, whatever these four steps are called together, mean clean the room is called or being said, you are doing it. Okay, you are going to do all the steps. So this is what actually a function does. Okay, so before we get into the functions, we will see how we can name a function, right? Let's go to the code. Let's start to go towards code. So I will delete all these things. So there's a way to write a function, right? So when we are defining or declaring a variable, what we normally do, what's the structure? We first talk about the data type. So this is the data type, right? Integer or string or character or whatever, right? And you give a name to the variable, right? And if you stop with declaring, you just shut up there. Or if you want to give a name, what you do? You are assigning a value to it, right? A suitable or compatible value. Yes or no? Yes. Undoubtedly, right? You are assigning a value. So you know this, right? Declaration and as value assigned to a data, a variable. Okay, let it be that way. Okay, let's not waste your time. So function have a different way of implementation, right? So let's know how we can implement the function, like how your mother has taken the word cleaning the room and put the four steps inside your mind. Okay, then so that she can call whenever she wants. So now we will see how we can how we can have the structure of a function, such a thing. So first, when you are defining a function or implementing a function, or when you are starting a function, not calling, right, not using, but you are creating a function now. When you are creating a function, first thing you have to write is something called return type. Okay, like in the data type variable, we have data type. Here we write a return type. So what the return type is, you don't have to worry that much. I will teach you on the time. So a function can return a value, right? And it can return an integer sometimes. You don't know it. Okay, just think. Oh, it can return a string. Oh, it can return something. So that value may have a data type. Because any value or any variable, anything can have a data type, right? Data type. So that is in the function point of view, we call it the return type. Some functions don't return anything. So those are, we call them void functions, something called void. So for those functions, the return type will be void, void. Okay, don't worry if you are confusing. Don't worry. Just remember the structure. I will do the practical and you will understand. Okay, so first we are write the return type. Then, like the variables, you are supposed to give a name to the function. Okay, you are supposed to give any name that you want, unless the name is a keyword, the reserved keyword. You can't use a reserved keyword. Everything else you can use. You can give any name you want. Any meaningful name is good. Then you will have two brackets. Sometimes you have to write something inside the bracket. For the moment, you don't think about that. Don't worry about that. We will understand while with the practicals. Just know we give two brackets along with the name, and we have the function body. So how do we have the function body is, we have an open curly bracket and close curly bracket. So whatever you want to write for the function, you have write within these two curly brackets. I said you the steps: digital write, delay things, or the 4 steps your mom has given to you. Okay, so here the name will be cleaning the room, and the 4 steps are the function body. Okay, so what is that? Function body. Okay, the body should be inside these two curly braces. So I can give an enter here if possible. I'll try to see if possible or not. Okay, nice. So within these two curly braces, your function body should be there. Like we have for loops, we write within the two curly brackets, right? The concept, the context. While loop, we are writing within the two curly brackets. So whatever you write should be written inside these two curly braces. Okay, all the lines, everything, right? So then if you write let's say you are writing 10 lines here, and when you are calling the name, function name, when you're using it, you're calling it, right? You call it. When you are calling this, like cleaning the room, your mom is calling, you are going to implement all the 10 or 20 lines that are inside this function. Okay, so just try to see this and just to remember it as a theory. When you're doing the practical, you will understand there are more things like returning something, blah 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 things. We will see them in the upcoming videos, because if I tell everything, you will get confused. For the moment, if you just understand the structure, now there is such a structure, okay, that's enough. So when I am doing the real thing in the upcoming videos, then you will simply refer it. Okay, remember it. So that will be kind of helpful for you to proceed. Okay, so this is the function implementation, right? So like here we are giving the value between this equal and a semicolon. Here the function implementation should be within the two curly brackets. Okay, so if you understand this, that's quite fine. Everything is fine. If you don't understand, just rewatch the video, you will get the point. So we will proceed with this implementation of the function, the real coding, in the upcoming videos. So until then, just go through this and keep it in your mind. Until then, have a great day ahead, guys, and consider subscribing us. I will catch you up in the next video, guys.